Good evening, folks. We want to welcome you to another edition of MLC Talk. On this platform, we discuss all things Lutheran. Today, I have with me in the studio my dear brother Josiah Joker. He's there in Danbury, Connecticut. And also our sister, Couple Silly, has just joined us from somewhere. We're going to reveal that later. We want to say welcome. Yeah, but today we have the Reverend Eric Sakado. Eric Doe is the acting director of the Lutheran schools system in the Lutheran Church in Liberia, and also we want to welcome our dear colleague, our dear brother Batam Abel Lewis. We want to welcome him also to the show. Um, it's been um, it's been a little while since we had the Reverend Doe here speaking with us. I think it was the earlier part of this year. We are glad that he's here with us today.
Precisely.
But before going to our guest, Big Joe, how is it there in Danbury?
Danbury is good. We're doing fine. The weather is good here. We actually be having a hot weather here. Hot weather for us on the side is a cold weather for you in the south. Um, we be having 90 degrees, 92 degrees. So that's just a cool weather for you in the south. For us here, it's a very hot weather. In fact, we can get weather notice, weather advisory on those kinds of measures. So yeah, we're cool. We're good. At least we enjoy a little bit of warm weather. Something we hardly get.
Speaking of warm weather, you are enjoying 90 degrees, but I'm enjoying 85 degrees here in the great city of Douglasville. So
okay.
we have 85 degrees.
That sounds strange. That sounds strange. You should be in the hundreds. You should be in 100 degrees by now.
No. We will go by your first word. That sounds good. It's not strange because we always have good weather.
Okay.
And if you want a good weather anytime, come down south, especially in the great state of Georgia.
I know. Will you win? I give you all the credit. Reverend Doe is a great opportunity to have you back here again. The last time I remember we had a very good conversation when we talked about where you took the Lutheran school system from, and then the scholarship conversation we had at that time, talking about the proposed transformation. It's really good to be here because we want to look back to see, where you took the system from and where you are right now. And we are very happy that every time we reach out to you, you are ready to come, even at the 11th hour. I want to say that here publicly, that you are one of those open-minded leaders in the church. Willie and I were just talking about it shortly before the show that just a phone call. We just placed a phone call. You are ready to come. One line message. You are ready to appear. That's accountability. That's good leadership. We appreciate it. And we want to welcome you, sis couple. Welcome today. Willie said, "Yeah, you're joining us from somewhere. I hope you are doing great somewhere." So it's over to you, sis couple.
Yeah, thank you, Victor. I'm doing great, thank God. No one know why Woody can always be in his church clothes. Now I know why Woody can be in his church clothes.
Now you are in your
I
church
saw
clothes,
he leaves
and you know why Willie can be in church clothes.
So now I know. Right? I want to say welcome.
Very though you see how to put on like me.
Welcome, Larry, and thank you so much for
Thank you so
accepting
much.
our
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I want to say congratulations.
Wonderful people. This
Yes.
is MLC Talk.
Yeah.
Welcome again this Sunday. As usual, we are always here to talk all things Lutheran. We go for the fights. We go for the fights with our emotions, not by any measure. We look at emotions, we consider emotions, we go strictly for the fights, we discuss the positive things, we look at the negative so that we can improve as a church, nothing personal. So we want to say welcome, Reverend Doe, it's over to you. Welcome to the show today. How are you feeling?
Thank you so much. Blessed to be on this platform with you guys. not feeling too well, treating some malaria, but we are going strong by the grace of God. I would like to
Sorry.
first of all say thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for this platform. Like you said, this platform talks all things Lutheran, and we appreciate you. We want to say extend our greetings to all our panelists and the viewers, even those who are listening to us by the way of radio. I understand that you are being relayed in Zaza, so that's a great improvement. Yes, the last time we were here and we talked about the status of the school system, where the system was when I was appointed as acting director around August last year. And we said that we were working with our colleagues here at the school system to fulfill the dreams of a system, to fulfill the dream of the system. And so, as you all know, the Lutheran school system is the educational arm of the church. Knowing that we have three pillars, the preaching, the healing, and the teaching is very important. More important so that our young people who are not Lutherans, Liberian children, can uh, have quality education, that our school can be able to provide quality education. And so with the new dynamism that Bishop Palmer brought to the Lutheran Church, he asked us to come along with him to work the principals, the vice principals, even the parents, to see what we can do to make our school second to none. And so I'm very pleased to inform you that we have made some headways over the months. We have gotten in partnership with different organizations. We are in partnership with the Teaching Teacher Together. It's a consultancy teacher training group. They are based in the state, but they have their program here also, headed by one Ollie White. And so we have a 1 year partnership with them to train our teachers in professional development, not only in the content area, but to professionalize the way they do things in the classroom. So this, we have a memorandum of understanding with them. And in the memorandum of understanding, they will train something like 150 teachers this year. 150 teachers this year, and train 5 facilitators. Training the 5 facilitators will switch the brand of training to the facilitators. So we here at the school system, and 1 or 2 principals out there have been trained as facilitators. We are going through 2 of the trainings. And so when we complete, we will then take the training to the various schools under their jurisdiction. So somehow August, from August 9 to the 11, we were able to train 55 teachers from 11 of our schools. And for each teacher, we spend something like $111 USD for one teacher. And the seminars will go for it will be 3 seminars throughout the year. And each seminar will have 3 days. Each seminar, so we'll have a total seminar of 9 days. While we are doing that, we have also engaged another group called the Watana School Link. You know, we need to make use of technology. So Watana School Link and the school system has signed a memorandum of understanding. They will offer us a platform where all our schools will have their records when it comes to enrollment, financial activities, the school grades, a lot of things, information on the different schools will be posted on this platform, and each school will have a page on that platform. And also, we are constructing, personally, they are constructing a website for us. Our church has gone a long way. We need to make use of technology. And so we are doing everything to have the website that our brothers and sisters in the diaspora and other areas can just be a click away from the activities of the Lutheran Church in Liberia school system. So you'll be able to follow us online, whatever we are doing. So we signed a memorandum of understanding with Watana, I think 3 weeks ago. And presently they are constructing our website and they are also putting the platform together. And more to that, one of those things, one of those factors that a system should have is the schools on the system should be able to use the same scheme of work. Scheme of work means, in other words, long-range planning, lesson planning. So we have done that. We are in the conclusion. Some of the scheme of work have been sent to the various schools. We were able to do scheme of work for the Christian education, and we have a Christian education manual that was produced by me. When I was in the seminary around 2006, I began to do some writing. And so I did a manual entitled The Lutheran Church in Liberia Worship, Doctrine, Worship, and Practices. And so we will be using that manual for the meantime for our Christian education teaching our various schools. We are also emphasizing to our school the issue of library and laboratory. You can run a school, especially a high school, and the students don't have laboratory. It's unacceptable. Just 2 days ago, I was speaking at the Sinanchu workshop. I was telling the board chair, if you cannot get a laboratory, you need to close the school. If you don't have a library, you need to close the school. We don't want to fool our children. The kids go for public tests, and they don't do well in the science courses because, they are not exposed to laboratory teaching, displays of those kind of thing, chemical and all that kind of thing. And so we are laying emphasis on our schools. We need good libraries. If you don't have libraries in the school, don't give the students assignment, because it is unacceptable in education to get the children assignment. Then you want for the kids to go all around the place looking for books. That's not fair to them. Going to the internet, that's not fair to them. And so we are also emphasizing library and laboratory. And also we are talking to our schools from the nursery to the third grade, which is the fundamental, the foundation of education. For those kids there to do more reading, to bring them all in reading. And so also we are in contact with Stella Marie. They have some very good reading books for the lower elementary from nursery to 6th grade. And so that is where we are now, and hopefully we can achieve what we want to, the grace of God.
Wow, so much to unpack, Reverend.
Yeah.
That's a comprehensive update. It means that you've been doing a lot since you last with us. Yeah. You've reached this understanding with how is the group called? Is it Wakanda?
Watana. MWATENE, Watana. Watana is the school link. Yeah, Watana. Yeah, I think it's a bar name or so.
All right. Okay, so we just want you to tell us in summary, what does the package? What does the package constitute? Oh, okay. I see that. What? Watana. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Watana.
Okay.
All right. What does the package
Yeah.
constitute? The agreement that you reach with them. What does the package constitute? Say, for example, one, they will build you a website. So they are like how many things that need to be in the context of that package, the agreement reach with you. What exactly
Yeah.
are they going to do?
They will have the enrollment of our schools. We are starting with 15 schools right now. They will have the enrollment of our school, the registration activities. They will have the financial records, the grade transcript. They will have it on that platform.
Also, you may
also
everything, all the information you mentioned will be public. They want to have them on the website.
No, it will be on the platform. The platform, the school link is direct on the website.
All right.
Yeah.
So for now, it's a platform with the pages of each school. You can just click the link and you access the page.
Yes, the schools, the teachers, and the students will have access to their page.
Oh, wonderful.
If you're from a particular school, you'll get access to your page. And so we will be training somebody at those schools so that they will be able to access and get and put the information there on that platform. Each school will have a platform. Like for example, Total Lutheran will have a platform. St. Peter's, St. Andrew, everyone has their own platform.
And each of them will be responsible. Each of them will be responsible for updating their own page, right, with the necessary information.
Precisely, yes.
For example, the Zozo Lutheran Mission School, they will have access to their page on the platform, and every time they have new information, the person you're going to train will go and update their page with the new information.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. And is there a monitoring? Is there a monitoring mechanism put in place by the school system for somebody who will be looking at all the school pages, make sure that they are doing the updates consistent with established standard?
Yeah. We have our school service officer, Brother Philip Colley. He is being assigned with that. In fact, he is the one working with the group while they construct the platform. So Philip will have the responsibility to make sure that people are doing the real thing, updating on their platform, on their page.
Oh, wonderful. I know my colleagues will be coming in, but you talk about a lot. We now understand the scope and nature of your agreement with Watana, but we also want you to talk about costs. We want you to talk about costs. What is this going to cost the LCL? How much is it going to cost in dollars and cents? How much is it going to cost the LCL? And how are you going to raise the?
We will be paying $200 per school for the whole year. So this is why, because we don't have much money, we started with 15 schools. So each school is $200 US. And we will pay that money in installment according to the MOU.
Oh, wonderful. So that's not going to be difficult for you to raise. That amount would not be difficult for you to raise. And the payment process is flexible, correct?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. That's great. That's great. So we will go to our colleague Willie for probably one or two questions, and after that we'll go to Siskopo, who will also chime in. So it's over to you, Willie.
Yeah, thank you. Reverend, the platform you talked about, I mean, it is a good initiative, but my concern is with data. Like you said, people will be updating from their endpoint, like like the school record, like the if I got you right, like the grades and the registration and everything. Um,
Yeah.
you guys also taking into consideration the risks that is involved with that. That perhaps some individual in a certain location will try to manipulate the data that will be on there, and it's going to cause a conflict. Let's say, for example, grading system. Uh, if someone's grade has been tampered with and they know that the grade that they made is not what is reflecting, or the grade that the teacher submitted is not what is reflecting for a specific student, is going to cause a conflict. So are you guys also looking into the possibility wherein all of the information can perhaps be sent via email to this group so that they can try to manage the data?
Okay, thank you so much. The platform is like this. We here at the school system will be the one to manage or police the platform. And so because of that, whatever data, whatever information once put in, it is not possible to take that information away. If you do it, we will trace that source. So it is like the question asked, we also asked that question, we discussed it with them, and we were sure that once you put the information there, we are the only one who can delete that information or add anything, not the school. So once that information comes to us, there's no way that you can go back to it. And in the case, if a child saw their grade and that is not the grade, there's a way to redress. The school there, the principal there, they can just call us, then we can go right into that and solve that problem. So it's not much a problem.
So just a follow up on that. So what you are saying is certain information you or your office, headed by colleague, will be responsible to update or to upload that information, like the grades and some other information. You will be the one to to upload it onto the page, not the person at the school location. Is that correct?
We will be training people at the different schools who will then be the ones to upload the information. When they upload the information, they will not tamper with it again. There will be no way to go back to it. Once it is uploaded, there's no way that they can go back to it except the system. So once you upload, you can do otherwise. That's how the system works. I think personally, St. Peter is using such a system. St. Peter Lutheran School. I have my $2 there, and the platform is there. Whenever I want to see their grades, I just go to the platform. So I cannot tamper with it. There's no way that I can change anything. Even the teacher that put it there, you can't change anything. So that's how the system works.
Okay. Just my last question on this, then I can go to the platform. You said you're going to have the platform and you're going to have the website. So is there going to be a different information on the platform and different information on the website, or is going to be a duplicate?
No. The website will carry a lot of information. Activities at the school, the website will carry short videos, pictures, and different kinds of information. The website will has a lot of things on it as compared to the platform. So the website
will your eyes a very thoughtful question, and I'm constrained to come in here. Reverend, what would be the rationale for having the platform host those critical information of your school system when you're already having your own website? Are you not going to migrate? Are you not going to migrate the information from the platform onto your website so that you have all the information in one place? Create the same platform on your website, or the pages for each school system on your website, and they do the same thing that they will have done on the platform? Why you want to keep both of them?
The website is for the public, for everybody. The platform is for the school. The school.
Also, the platform is just for internal use. It's just for internal use. It's just for the school system. All right, it's not for the public. It's just for the school system.
No, it's not. It's not for the public. It's for the parents. It's for the students. It's for the teachers, and for the system. For the website, it's for everybody.
All right.
Yes, very. You just said it's for the students, it's for the parents. Why you give it to the parents? Because I think that's my account. Everybody will have that account, right? And a password. Because I see developer, they develop the UL portal. I think so. They did the UL portal. And each student, they have their ID number and your password. First, they will give you a password that they are self-created, and you yourself can change your password. So if you say it for the students, if for the parents, then how can my parents get into my account to see my grades? How possible can that be?
Well, or remember that we are talking about grade schools. We are not talking about universities. So when you're in the grade school, for example, my daughter one is in the 8th grade, one is in the 7th grade. Their pages, I can go into it and see their grades.
So the school share the school share a password with you, or the student share a password with you?
Each child has a password.
Yes.
And they give my children password to me.
So
I should know the grades.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Another question again. You talk about the person who is responsible to import data will be at your central office. How transparent is that person? Because this is a system. We build a system. The system did not build itself. So what you pull out, you can go there and take it from there. So how transparent is that person who is importing the data that he will not tamper with grades at the end of the day?
Okay, you are breaking in, but I think you are talking about accountability and trust of the person who will be responsible, right?
Yes.
Well, we here at the school system, we believe that we have the integrity. This is a place of integrity, and because of that, this is why the school system has been existing for some time, though we've been having some problem. But at this moment, we know that the staff here, we are people of integrity. We have the responsibility to be very transparent in what we do so that we can keep the system going and fulfill the dream of the system. So with that issue, we can rest assured you, couple and others, that will be very much careful how we manage the student information.
Okay. The system, does it capture payment? Is payment part of the setting up of this platform? That if your child pay, you can go and see that receipt and see how much the owe. Yes, does it?
Yes, the financial aspect is there. How much you owe and how much you pay your balance. Yes.
No. Okay, and another thing from the beginning of the show, you talk about the training of 150 teachers with 5 facilitators, and there's an MOU signed between you and some partner. So who bear the cost? What are the costs like? Was this the responsibility of the school system that trained the 150 teachers, or the schools are the one taking care of the cost?
We have this group called the Elite Teacher Training Institute and Consultancy. They are very good in training teachers. We got in the contact with them, we engaged them, and they and the school system have signed a memorandum of understanding, a 1-year memorandum of understanding. So far, they have conducted three training seminars, 2 for the facilitators and 1 for 55 teachers. The source of the money is from Promusio. Promusio is the Danish group that have the partnership with the LCL. They are the one who they are the one who funded, or they are the one who funding the training, especially for the lower elementary and school leaders. Yeah.
Reverend, I just want to follow up quickly on Kapo's second question. And the question that she's asking is this: that say, for example, I have my child in the school and my child has access to the student portal. My child can, or will be able to change her username and password, right? But the parents should have access. There should be a portal for parents. And I think the system you are talking about is pretty much similar system that we've seen, like even over here, okay. And I want to believe that is system similar to that this institution, since in fact they are from here, they are trying to bring back home, which is good. But there should be a portal for parents, and there should be a portal for the students. The students and parents portal should be different, because if my child or I'm your son and I'm not doing good, I mean, I can change the password and you don't have access to it, and you wouldn't know what is going on with my school record, or let's say my grades to be precise.
Yeah, then
maybe that's something the school want to inquire on.
Yeah, of course we will engage the group, but at this level, the schools that we're dealing with, the kids that we're dealing with, the issue of access to their information is part of the guardianship that the parents have. That's the responsibility of the parents, to make sure to follow up what they are doing. So, like you said, we will follow up, but we will not think that a child will change his or her how to call it, password. If the child does that, it will reflect, and the school St. Peter's or our office or any of our schools will detect that if a password is changed.
No, Remy. Okay, Remy. I want to. Sorry, BJ. The portal is for you to for the account. Like each person has their account. That's what I'm thinking. Each person has their account. So if I have my account, I can change my password to my own password, unless you want to tell me that this password I is giving it is being generated by the school or the system. And for example, if I get to know your password, or if students share that information, or someone happens to see their friend information, then that is going to be a data breach somewhere, because I will go onto your platform or your child's platform, and I'll be able to see every information that they have on there. And you know what could start on there too? Another form of bullying could start right on there, because I'm seeing everything that the child is having, and I will just go about and start discussing it with other people. And there's no, information privacy. We don't have that right there. So the child should be able to change their password. So I'm just suggesting that ask the company or the organization to have a parent portal and a student portal. And if the child should be able to change their password, I don't think they should be reprimanded for changing their password.
Okay, we'll follow up that with them. Thank you so much for that suggestion.
That's what. Yes, very. I think because the administrator or whosoever that is inputting data, he will be dealing with a lot of students. There are a lot of students that he will be dealing with. So if even a child change a password, he or she may not pick that up right away. So I think the issue of getting a backup or a parent portal is good enough for the parents to monitor the children or their child on what they are doing in school. But trust me, very like you said, you got people who you trust, yes, but you know our children, especially the one that we have now, they will do anything by all means to get friendly with whosoever. So that's a good system, but it needs a complete monitoring process. It really needs good monitoring.
Yeah. Thank you. We will
Thank you.
follow that up. Thank you
Thank you,
so much.
Corporal. That's a good point about parents having the opportunity in terms of access to monitor. That's very important. So they should also have a portal. I agree with Willie on that aspect. And I like the way you presented it to the Reving for consideration. So Reving, I hope you would take that on the advancements. You can refer to the company so you guys can create that access for parents as well, because it's important when you're talking about secondary education, you're talking about minors, you're talking about kids. They could do crazy stuff, so you got to get the parents involved. That's quite important. But folks, you are tuned to MLC Talk. Today is Sunday. We are always here at this hour. And I want to share the great news with you. Today, we are live in Bapaloo County, in Nima County, in Lofa County. We are live in Bond County, courtesy of Radio Life there, right in Zozo. We want to thank the management, the manager and the management of Radio Life, our partner, our trusted partner. They got this show live, man. So if you come in, if you call, you'll be heard in those counties, not just somewhere in the West here. But across other places in Liberia by way of radio. You don't even have to have internet access. You just tune in to Radio Life and you will have access to the show. You'll be able to monitor, you hear us, you follow everything. You'll be able to contribute by calling as well. So we want to thank the folks. Yes, Willie.
And Big Joe, no, I said don't forget to add that we are live in the Republic of Guinea. Please.
Oh yes, I need to add that, especially the forest region.
Radio
we are
live,
live
yes.
in the forest region. So here we go. Here we go, Willie. Full disclosure. So we are in Lofa County. We are in Bapaloo. We are in Bond County. We are in Nima County, and we are in the forest region of Guinea. That's in the north. So you know exactly what I'm talking about, courtesy of Radio Life. Today we have Reverend Eric Doe of the Lutheran school system, who is really sharing with us pertinent information about the development that's taking so fast since he last joined us here. We are really appreciative of the Reverend's presence here today, sitting to talk about these developmental issues in the LCL. This is great. So you could be the next person. If you have a responsibility in the LCL, a mandate to do a piece of job, MLC Talk is here for you. Here we project everything Lutheran. We talk everything Lutheran, and we think and discuss everything Lutheran. You could be the next person to come and sit with us. Reverend, though, we want to come back to you. You have this beautiful agreement with Watana, which is good, which is encompassing, is good. You've talked about the cost and the flexibility. I love that. This not going to take us another round to go to Lutherans asking them to contribute $50, $25. That was an innovative approach, cost covering approach. We appreciate you for that, the leadership. The other aspects you talk about, the leadership training, the teacher training. I don't know how this is being aligned with all of the curriculum or subject areas. I don't know. You want to talk about that a little bit? You want to break it down? What's the focus of the training, the different training for the teachers, and how it's going to develop them or prepare them to improve, their activities in the classroom and to enhance the teaching process? You want to talk about that a little bit?
And Patrick, please just to add a little bit on there, who benefits from it? Yeah. Who are those that can benefit from the training?
Okay, so all right, the training will emphasize the different aspects of the professional development of the teachers. For example, we'll be looking at what we call a community of collaboration. A community of collaboration in the school brings the teachers together in consultation on the different subject matter that they teach. So the teachers come together. That is one of the main emphasis of the training, collaboration for the different teachers at the different level. Then we also have the role of the teacher. That is also emphasized, the role of the teacher, which have to do with seminar 1 and planning a school day. So seminar 1 have to do with the community of collaboration, planning a school day, the role of a teacher. We are not teaching content area, like teaching math, science, no. We are teaching the professional aspect, the interaction aspect of the teachers and the student. Then we also have what we call the differentiating instruction, the intelligence. The students that we deal with, they have different level of intelligence. So that helps the teacher to look at each teacher, each of the students in the way that not everyone at the same level. So, like for example, we have what we call a proximal development, where you have the actual ability of the student, then the potential ability of the students. So these are the things that we will be teaching. And as we go about the unveiling this new kind of teaching, we have not been doing this in the Lutheran school system before. It is a new thing. And the acceptance is hard. We hope we had a lot of money to train all our teachers. But these are the things that the train will be looking at, professional development instead of the content area.
Oh, wonderful. That's great. Do you also have plans to have curriculum focus training? Curriculum focus training? Do you have plans for that?
You are breaking in?
Do you have
What you
plans to
just
focus
said?
on curriculum focus training? Can you hear me, Reverend Doe?
On curriculum? Yes, the training has a component. Hello?
Yes, can you hear us now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, I
Wonderful.
am.
Yeah, you can go ahead, Reverend.
Yes, I just said the training also has a component of the curriculum, how the
All right.
teachers will use the curriculum. So that fall under assessment.
All right.
Yes, a lot of things that we talk about.
Okay, so that is the curriculum content focus training. Do you also have curriculum supervision and monitoring training for your own people from the Lutheran school system perspective? Because your team is going to be monitoring, is going to be supervising the implementation of the curriculum in a classroom by the teachers. So are you going to be conducting training in that area too? You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we have started doing that. We have started doing that. We have our monitors on the field that we're trained to monitor what is being taught in the classroom. And this is why we came up with our schema work. And the schema work is directed from the Ministry of Education curriculum. And so those guys in the field, there are about 5, and they are there who go and see what the teachers are teaching, monitor them whether what they are teaching is directly from the curriculum. So it make it more easier because we have the schema work, that curriculum.
Okay, that's
And
very
so
good. That sounds
yes,
good.
but they
That
We
sounds
need
good.
more
Thank you so
training.
much. We have our colleague, Brother Batem Abel Yawali. Abel Yawali is one of the co-hosts here at MLC Talk. He's been missing in action for some time, and I really hope Abel can just be visible. You know, Abel, I think we want to see your face. The audience would like to see you. It's been a long time.
The
They haven't
network is not
seen you
good.
on the show, Abel. So we want to hear from you, Abel. Welcome to the show. And how's everything going? How you feeling today? How's your educational endeavor? We know you're pursuing your master's and you're making progress. We see some of the reports publicly, but we just want to hear from you. How's everything going at your end, sir?
Oh, Joe, you're a critical guy. You full of trouble, you man. Yeah, man.
Sure, Fifth.
I can't wait to see you back here going to Bottom-Barrow, my man. You. I don't know. Maybe I should wait at the graduation time. I don't know when you're coming back here to go to Bottom-Barrow, man. We miss you.
I know. Well, folks, I just really want to thank you guys for keeping this dream alive. We are around. We're monitoring the process, but due to our busy schedule, we kind of sometimes just step out of the range to see how we can consolidate our effort and eventually get back. I've been listening to Reverend Doe about the different developments that are emerging within the Lutheran Church in Liberia school system. I think these are welcoming initiatives, and it takes innovations and creativity to get this thing happening. Currently, we live in a modern world. We are living in the world of technology. Uh, we don't necessarily have to interface all of the time. We can stay in our respective locales and get process going and even more effective as coming together in person. Uh, the introduction of the school link platform within the school system of the SCO is a very brilliant idea, and I strongly believe this has a lot of multifaceted effects and benefits, uh, both to the Lutheran Church in Liberia school systems and all of the students of our schools and teachers. I see it happening at different levels, uh, from the issue of communication and then the provision of school materials and resources to our students. These are all great ideas. Honestly, I'm in the know of some of the things the Reverend is talking about because we do a lot of sharing together. So I just want to use this platform tonight to commend Reverend Doe and his team for the level of work that they are currently doing at the school systems, and we look forward to see these initiatives taking grabs and really making a kind of dream and realities that the acting director want to see the SUS school system moving forward. So thank you ever so much, Reverend. Thank you for the job. Well done. We pray along with you, and we hope that this will come to reality. Thank you.
Brother Abel, I want you to remove your co-host cap, and and wear your bow chair cap for the Lutheran Training Institute, based on the question I'm going to ask you. Reverend Doe talked about, initiating plans for libraries, at the schools and also laboratories. You and I were at LTI. We know we had a grand laboratory set up at LTI. Everything the students read theoretically, they saw them physically. They were able to use them in the lab, and that has a huge cost associated with it. So you being, in the educational sector, and particularly so both at LTI with the experience of knowing what laboratory setup is, you think this is just a projection? This is a. Do you think it's a reality? This thing is something you guys going to achieve in setting up laboratories and libraries? Do you think it's real?
Yeah, Joe. It is real. It's possible that you can bring back those facilities, especially the laboratory and the library is real. It's possible it can happen, but they will require a lot of effort and resources to make this happen. Uh, you know, prior to the war, the Lutheran Training Institute uh, used to have one of the best laboratory across the country,
Yes.
if not maybe the best. But all of these facilities were being destroyed. As the Reverend regularly said, it's not possible that you can do effective teaching in the absence of these resources, especially laboratory for high school and that of library. And that's one of the reasons why, in fact, we cut down the high school from the Lutheran Training Institute this year because we know that we do not have those basic resources that will offer effective teaching. So we cut down the school to ninth grade, order to consolidate to see how we can at least have some of these resources back beginning now to next year. So currently, FTI is only running 7, 8, and 9 in preparation of the high school. But before we reintroduce the high school, it means that we should have some level of library and laboratory for our high school students, especially those doing biology, chemistry, and physics. You need it. And we are plans are currently on the way as well, working on the library. The entire library has been destroyed. Today is still in a dilapidated state. We are trying to see how we can renovate that building and begin to rebuild the library both electronically and with hard bookshelves on the cover. But the introduction of the school lane platform. Currently, we are very lucky now to have a very good internet in Salaye. Right now, you can still run in Salaye at FTI campus and access the internet. I've attended some of my classes while I'm there.
Wow.
Yeah, so with the introduction of this new technology, we are going to waste no time with this, but to immediately introduce that into also extended to FTI. Some years back, I was running this rooming initiative where I brought in tablets into the country that was pre-loaded with educational material and later it was built with outcry and the rest of that.
I'm a
So
witness. I'm a witness, Abel, when I was running for a seat in district number 3, you gifted me with about 45 of those tablets, digital
absolutely,
library tablets. Yeah, you gifted me. I
absolutely.
distributed to schools in district number 3. So are you saying that the people, the schools, the Lutheran system is going to benefit from digital libraries too?
But we are currently working on that. I have contacted the Rumi Initiative in Toronto
Oh
to
my
see how
goodness.
we can be able to reinstate this developmental process because it was being disrupted by the COVID.
Yeah.
But now that NEF is gradually returning to normal, we want to ensure that the Rumi Initiative can also extend to FTS so that as we think about rebuilding our library, we'll be able to also have a digital library where our students will be able to access educational resource material both online and in that way it makes uh, the learning environment more conducive. But on the overall, to be frank with you, I think the Reverend Doe and his team, they are thinking outside of the box to ensure that technology is being introduced. And if you have technology, access to technology, I guess you stand a better position to get some of those basic academic materials online that you cannot easily find in country. So
Physically. Yeah.
yeah, a big congratulations to them.
Right. So, Reverend Doe, you got to hang on because my colleague Willie has a specific question for you. But before then, I just want you to chime in a little bit on all the things Abel said. I know it's a big part on the shoulders for you. But what you want to add? Any comments to what he said regarding digital library and the plans, to support your efforts? You want to say something about this?
Yeah, Ebe has been very instrumental in pushing what is presently going on at LTR.
Wow.
If you look at the time that he was appointed and now and the number of it, he has done a lot. Imagine LTR has a strategic plan. And so any of our partners could come to them and say, this is LTR's strategic plan. And accommodate with a budget. The profile of LTR is there. So we are on the way of recovery for LTR. And I must really take my hat off for Abe. He has done a lot to bring us to this point, and I think it was just, it was just a blessing to invite him over to come and work along with the school system for the board of education at LTR. LTR is, usually I say it's the phase, it's the educational phase of Salaye, of Lofa, of the Lutheran Church in Liberia. And so, I mean, we are doing everything to bring LTR back, leaving no stone unturned. Just 2 days ago, I was at LTR, and this week again, probably this week we'll be going back there. Like he said, the academic work will only encompass 7th to 9th grade, because number one, library and laboratories are not there. The second thing, teachers, which will be teaching those very important courses like chemistry, biology, physics, you don't see them around there. So this year is like planning for next school year. In the strategic plan, by next year, we should be opening the boarding school. So this is why we'll be back and forth in LTR, working along with the various stakeholders, with the office of the bishop, and see how we can open the boarding school. That's not they are carrying on the boarding school while we can do our Lutherans. We have the infrastructure. They are on the ground. Those buildings are still good. They are still good. All we need to do some renovation. And I usually tell the bishop, the only way people will come when they see us doing something and they see us being transparent. Let's do something on our own. Let them see us. People will come. And so, I mean, Abel is one of those who just put in, and sometimes he put me so much. I say, I mean, I'm an old man, I have to take time, but that's great. He is doing well.
That's a good one. That's a good one, Reverend Doe. Everybody, you need to take time with the old man, with Reverend Doe. Don't push him beyond what you're doing right now. Right. So Reverend Doe, we at MLC Talk, we also want to take the credit for everything that Abel is doing, because Abel and Willie, they are the pioneers. They conceived this dream of setting up MLC Talk and co-opted all of us. So it's a pride for us always when we hear people talking about their development initiatives. Today I was joking, Willie. I said to him, you are the international technician for the Lutheran Church in Liberia, because Willie stays at home and help Lutherans with technology all over here in the US, in the Americas, and back in Liberia. He remotes their computers just as mine. He assists us technically. And this brilliant setup that you see here is because of somebody like Willie that we are here. So Abel, also his expertise. You guys caught Abel right here, the traction right here on MLC Talk, and we want to thank all of you for wanting to work with the team members here from MLC Talk. Here we diversify. Here we multitask. We do 1 million things just to support our church. We are proud of that. everybody, Corpo, Willie, in climate justice, if you think about it, Reverend Sisters Yakwazua, a Reverend contributing to the church, and everything. So we are very proud that, Abel is making inroads at LTI, making a difference in a short period of time. We got to go back to Willie because he has a specific question for you. Reverend Joe, Willie,
Yeah,
it's
sure.
over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Big Joe. Thank you. Reverend, during our broadcast last Sunday, you posted a comment and you made reference to an event upcoming. I don't want to, speak on the day and timing you will come in with that. And you specifically talked about the academic year program and some extracurricular activities. So can you speak on that, on the event, and what are the extracurricular activities that will be adding to our regular academic curriculum school year? Because I, for one, being part of the Catholic school system, those are some of the things that we really look forward to when we're going back to school at the start of every school year, the extracurriculum activities.
Yes, on Thursday of this week, we will be unveiling and launching some of our new programs. Those programs that I just spoke about, we will be unveiling them. We are invited stakeholders from our different schools and auxiliaries and department of the church to come and witness and see what we get in our package this academic 2023-2024 school academic year for our schools. And so it'll be on Thursday. It starts at 12 p.m. And again, Abel is the keynote speaker. He will be talking to us just for 20 minutes. We'll have our partners there displaying the various things that we are partnering with them. For example, Watana will be there to display the websites that is under construction, the platform, the elite teaching consultancy will be there to unveil some of the things that they are in partner with us. Our new scheme of work for all of our subjects, excluding the senior. We don't have a scheme of work, or we will not have a scheme of work for 10 to 12 grade because of some obvious reason. We want to take our own time and do it. But we'll be having scheme of work for nursery to 9th grade. When you talk about the extra curriculum, we did our from within the Ministry of Education national curriculum. I mean, not the national curriculum, but the calendar, the academic and extra calendar, curriculum calendar. So we did the Lutheran Church and Liberia school system. Now, even like you said, we will have some extracurricular activities like sports, quizzing among our schools, reading competition, writing competition. Our students going on some field trip, like to the Aka and other areas like Patawi, other national site. So the whole lot we have, and in that calendar even we also have the chapel series. We hope that all of our schools will have the chapel services every month. We did it in 2-4. We have one for the 12th graders, and we have one from nursery to 11th grade. Now, the reason we did that is that we noticed that the 12th graders are always confronted with time when it comes to the WAS. So normally when the school year reaches around February, March, then the 12th graders are not taking their sixth and exam. Eventually, the teachers will give them assignment, which of course is not a good thing to do. So what we did was we formulated our own calendar of event. And so Lutheran schools, the senior high schools, the 12th graders started school since August 1st. They started school since August 1st. So that will take them up to May. I mean, the end of April, they will be finished with all the academic work in the classroom. Then the first week in May, we'll have a symposium for them to give them some information on why how to do the public test. But then they don't need to be in class. They're just waiting, maybe doing extra studies for their wives. It was not like that before. By May, June, the 12 graders have not taken, how they call it, their sixth exam. And teachers will just give them an assignment, which of course is not a good thing. So we separated this time their academic calendar for the rest of the school. So the rest of the students from nursery to 11th grade went back to school September 4th. All the 12th graders started school August 1st.
Yeah, Remy, and I mean that's a brilliant idea, and maybe just one thing also you want to well, maybe you are thinking on it, or you guys already have, you want to add on there too, would be um spelling bee. I think spelling bee is another extracurriculum activity that
Yeah, spelling bee. Sorry, we have spelling bee. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
We have spelling bee with
Wonderful.
the elementary school. Yeah, yeah.
Wonderful. We're not going to keep the Reverend here for more than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Reverend, in 10 minutes we should be able to wrap up. But our colleague couple has a question for you. Couple, can you
Yes,
fire now?
right. Thank you. Like the one you said about the spelling
Okay.
bee, that's a good initiative. Yes,
Yeah.
that's good. It makes our children bold, and it even helps them when it comes to reading
Yeah.
or explore their mind. When they see anything that they want to read, at least they will come across a word that they have learned. We want to say thank you so much for that. My question is, Reverend, can you tell us the current number of students at LTR, both vocational school and the academic?
I won't be able to because registration is still ongoing. The guys at the school, they told us that registration is very slow.
So many.
So I'm targeting about 200 students for this year.
Oh, sounds
Okay.
good.
But school is in session, right? Or you people have not opened yet?
LTR should open sometime next Monday because of the slowness of the registration. The students are coming very slow. You know that LTR has been done, and so people must have the confidence that it will continue. So that is a confident building. We are not too much enthusiastic when it comes to the enrollment, but we need a little
Okay,
bit to start with
Reverend, we have a call.
as a
We're sorry.
confident building.
I'm going
When
to interrupt
that is
you.
done,
I'm
we
going to
see a lot of people
interrupt you,
come.
Reverend, to take this call. We have a call. We have a caller on the line, Reverend. Right.
Yeah, go ahead, state your name and make your contribution, please.
You are breaking.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. This is Elijah Sin. I'm calling from Minnesota.
Elijah is sounding low. Can he? Okay.
Thank you. I want to take this time to just say thank you to the director for the LCS school system and all of those that are working along with him to go in the direction they're going now. Like he spoke about the system they're trying to initiate how to make the LCS school system very much effective. And when we speak about transparency and accountability, that's a way forward to those things. And as I said, I thought of a PRN system that has different administrative levels within the system. And I was just thinking, as a person who has experience with PRN system, this is a data processing system that requires different serial levels. So, as you are building that system, there are different things that come with it. So it would be very necessary to work with somebody, with people who have this experience in the CRM system. Because there are different administrative and access level within that system, especially when you're talking about data processing and account information. So you just want to pay attention to some of those security tools like Erwin and other people were talking about. So I just want to say that's a that's in the right direction, but we are always have to be careful on how we engage it. Because many times people make mistakes. Somebody got to fight those in the system, and then they have some access level that you don't have, and then you can lose parts of information. Data is not something to play with, especially in the school system, where especially our school system, people are promoting everything. So you want for the chip back of those things when you are building the system. So I just want to say, thank you. That was the goal for what you're doing. And other people can figure out.
Thank you so much, Brother Zina. Thank you so much. So, Remy, I think you heard Brother Zina. He was actually speaking to data security, and
Not
it's
too
very
clear. Not too
those are
clear.
some of the
Yeah.
those are some of the
Not
negatives when it comes to uh, uh, using technology, especially talking about data, because now you're going to have a large volume of data. You're talking about entire Lutheran school systems, so system rather. So you want to ask those questions, and like he talked about various security level, yeah, because at your end, I believe you will have one of the highest security level when it comes to accessing data. But those who are at those various locations, you want to make sure what level of security or what level of access do they have to with all of the data that will be that they will have access to. That's something that we really really want to be mindful with. Yeah, so brother Zina was actually just trying to give a word, just giving words of caution and also encouraging the school system. But we need to be very mindful and ask those questions, especially when it comes to data security.
okay. Thank you so much.
Okay.
And the networks are giving very hard time.
Yeah, we're gonna
Wonderful.
recognize. We're gonna recognize. Go ahead, BJ. You were
Yeah,
saying something.
let's get to our viewers.
Yeah. Let's get to our viewers because the Reverend is doing extremely well. I mean, yeah, but so the very first person here we want to recognize is our own Reverend, the Reverend Thomas Z. P.
Yeah, Thomas, stay around here. He stay around here. Thomas, why you didn't Remy Pay? Why you didn't chime in today? Why you didn't jump on today? You need to hop on so we can hear from you a little bit, Remy. Give us a call, Remy Pay.
Yes. And also our brother Harris Balimi, and he's there following from shuffling. The last time we had somebody monitoring us from somewhere far in the far west. It's no southeast, no in the east. Sorry, in the southeastern area. So we really want to thank you, and also our brother Elijah who just left the phone. We want to say thank you, and our sister Dede Sana. Whenever I see her name and her picture, I think about the days back in the LYF. So Sister Dede is following us, and also our the Reverend Wokolo Colley, J. Wokolo Colley. He's following us from GSA Rock Hill community, and yes, and our the Reverend Robert Boer. Yeah, he want to thank you also, Reverend Doe, and everyone is thanking you, especially Reverend Doe. School system and what you are doing now, the effort and everything, all of the efforts that you are putting in to ensure that our school system is, people will say second to none, but I would say our school system is in, it's on par with our college, and even, even above, like you are saying now. I mean, I attended Catholic school. We never had library, to be honest, at Sinkisito, but we had library. Okay, we did not have laboratory, but we had library. So now, if you are enforcing these two, you gotta have. I don't know. You are here. I shouldn't say something different. I don't know. You are saying you should have either or you should have both. Is a must. But I like the stance that you are taking, even starting with with LTI. Your own man, Abel level is here, and you're telling him, say, my man, Lord, listen. If you don't have the laboratory and you don't have the library, man, we got to start right at ninth grade. I like that. It's a very bitter pill to swallow. I know you want the money to come in, especially having a high school, but I like the stance that you are taking, Reverend Do. I really want to appreciate you and the entire Lutheran school system for that. Yeah. So the Big Joe, maybe the Reverend can give some parting comments, and we'll be wrapping up with him. What do you think?
Absolutely, Reverend Do. You can go ahead with your final comments.
Please leave your message.
And before Reverend Do comes in,
Okay,
I want to say, Reverend Do, please, before you come in, this program is very important tonight. It's Wifa Molva.
That's Wifa from Radio Life.
This is Wifa from Radio Life.
Radio Life, yes. He's the anchor.
He's the anchor tonight. He's our anchor tonight. So
you can tell the reaction from the people in Lopa, in Bong. I'm sure a lot of people are reacting, to the radio stations. So yeah, that's Wifa. Wifa, thank you very much for the acknowledgement. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Wifa. Yeah, and we are working on things that people will be calling from the rural areas, and they will be calling, and they're going to be coming through live feed, through our Radio Live, and through the platform that we have. So, Brother Wifa, I want to say thank you so much. Thank you, you and the entire staff, Radio Live, and everything you are doing out there. Thank you so much. Go ahead, Reverend Do. I just wanted to highlight that.
Okay. All right. So I want to extend my thanks again to you guys for the invitation. We look forward to this. This is healthy. It is good. It is a way of giving account of what we have been entrusted with as stewards. Once you are given responsibility, you must give account. And this is one way of giving account. Planning to revise the Lutheran school policy guideline. We have a policy guideline that is dated far back as 2008. 2008. And so we are looking for fundings to see how we revise that policy guideline to meet today's reality. And so we are soliciting your help, those of you that honor my voice, so that we can be able to revise this 2008 educational guideline of the Lutheran Church in Liberia school system. And let me just mention that before I take leave of you guys, we just revised the student handbook. Our student handbook has been revised. So this week, the printers will deliver them and they'll be going to our various schools. For the past 2 years, we have not been really using the handbook because we have some issue with it. So we are able to resolve the issues that speak to this reality. So we will have the student school books in the hands of the student this academic year. So again, thank you.
So it's a handbook, Reverend. So it's a handbook. It's a handbook. It's a standard handbook that applies to all the Lutheran schools.
So much. Yeah, yes, the school system handbook for all of the schools.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
All right. Again, folks, this is MLC Talk. We have been in conversation with the Reverend Ire Sakado. He's the acting director of the Lutheran schools system. And also, Reverend Doe is a member of the Lutheran Church in Liberia environmental program, climate justice program. And the Reverend Doe, along with several other members of our church, they were selected, and they will be starting the program very soon. And our program is going to increase. It's going to expand. It's going to, in my Donald Trump voice, it's going to be huge. And all thanks to God. And I want to thank my sister Couple Sele. Couple Sele have been working behind the scene. The very first time from a single church, you have 8 people. I don't know the magic that Couple play, but 8 people, all 8 names that she submitted were all accepted, and she worked behind the scene so much. Other people did apply. Other people applied, but Couple did some pushing, and like we say, it's going to be huge. So we are so much happy that the Reverend Doe, he been, part of our team.
Working with us. Congratulations.
In addition to the other 7 young people that will be working along.
There's an issue about this scholarship.
Maybe you want to speak to that a little bit.
Let me just say, something about the scholarship. Personally, there's the notice up for people to apply. There's opportunities from the Lutheran World Service, World Federation, and the ELCA.
Yes, yeah.
For applicants. And so we have disseminated the information to parishes. We hope that that announcements have been made so that people can know and apply for the scholarship, Lutheran World Service and the ELCA scholarship.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Reverend Doe will have to come, Willie and Couple. Reverend Doe will have to come and sit with us specifically to discuss those scholarships prior to the selection process. We want to know all the standards. We want to know everything before you go into it. Bring you back here, Reverend. Reverend, so when we bring you back here, you don't say what
the chairman
is looking for.
Yeah, the chairman will come.
The
chairman will come. So, we have a new scholarship chairman. We have a new scholarship chairman. He will come.
Wonderful. Reverend, coming from you, I believe it. I believe it. I believe it.
And Remy, I hope we encourage our people.
Yeah, Remy is here. Remy is here.
Yes, Remy, I hope we encourage our people and explain to them how to apply, because they're going to people have issue when it comes to the application process. So I hope that the information is clear on how to apply.
Says Couple, don't even worry. That's why I say they're coming here. They're coming to sit with us right here for them to explain to the people all the different steps, the formalities and everything, because we don't want to bring Reverend Doe back here after the process. Then he tells us, what are you guys looking for? No, we want to be on the same page. We want to be on the same page during the entire process. But Willie, Couple, and Abel, I think it was healthy having Reverend Doe open-minded. I appreciate his willingness to always come here to explain to Lutherans, exactly what's going on with the Lutheran school system. I think there should be, we shouldn't be the ones saying it, but giving our own interaction with the Lutheran school system over the years. I think in terms of assessment, what they've done so far, technology-wise, they've made a great leap, a very, very big leap, that warrants some credit. But we're going to remain engaged, and we hope that they can take it another step forward. So, folks, I just want to say thank you again for being here with us, our viewers, my colleagues, Couple, Abel, Willie, for making the time. From my end, I'm okay. I'll see you next Sunday. We'll be here again, but I think Willie will talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing for the month of October, something brand new coming, a series. So we'll talk about that. But from my end, I'd like to say thank you, and I'll talk to you again next Sunday.
Sure. Big Joe, thank you so much. We are working on a series for the month of October. October is Reformation. So we have in the Lutheran Church, we have as Lutherans, we know that Martin Luther his thesis surrounded the 5 solas, and we will be having guests that will be coming, and they will be speaking on each of the sola on every Sunday. 5 solas, 5 Sundays. But we are working on this. We are working with some expert guests that will be appearing on the show. So come October, you want to get ready. It's going to be an entire series for the month of October, from the first Sunday of October to the last Sunday. And thank God that October has 5 Sundays. So each Sunday we're going to have a guest, and we'll be speaking on that will be, having a conversation on the 5 solas of the Reformation. And come this Sunday we're going to be we are very hopeful of having the Reverend Eric Molly Allison. The Reverend Dr. Eric Molly Allison will be here with us this Sunday, along with Vicar Justina Surgeon. Vicar Justina Surgeon is a female leader in the ELCA from Liberia, a very proud Liberian Lutheran who is making headways too in the ELCA. I don't want to say she's an emerging leader, but she is moving with real fire, and she has that so much energy in her, and she's coming on set along with the Reverend Dr. Eric Molly Allison, and we'll be talking about introduction. We'll be introducing the series, but the series is going to start on the first of the first Sunday in October. So we'll do the introduction of the Reformation. What does it mean to us as Lutherans? So they will be here, and they will be, we'll be talking about it. Then on the last Sunday, we are very, very much hopeful to have 3 of our female leaders of both the ELCA and the Lutheran Church in Liberia. We're going to have them here on set. We are very hopeful of having the very first Liberian female pastor, ordained pastor in the ELCA, to have her on set with us on the last Sunday. So please, we are back. We told you that we are back. And again, we want to say thank you to Brother Wifa and the entire team at Radio Live. We want to really appreciate you all. And our brothers there in Zambia. We know that you will be airing our program again tomorrow. You will replay the program tomorrow in Zambia, in Lusaka, Zambia.
Hey, Willie, how we need to bring Jackson Akawaya from Nigeria. From Nigeria.
From Nigeria.
We need to bring Jackson on.
We'll try to work on that. We'll try to work on that and bring our brother on the show.
Right.
Yeah. So, folks, again, from our end, we want to say thank you all so much. God bless you. Have a wonderful week. Thank you all so much.